Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, fragrance, and beauty. And today I'm going to be trying a new indie perfume house. Well, new to me, not new like to the world. And this is Possets. I've heard a lot of really great things about this perfume house via Reddit, the Indie Makeup and More Reddit, which is where I get a lot of my indie fragrance recommendations and thoughts from. So thank you to that Reddit for informing me about this house. So I have 8 little samples to share with you to give my first impressions on. A lot of these are very much my vibe, very, edible, sweet, gourmand kind of fragrances. So I'm super excited, and if you are, then please keep on watching. Actually, I think I lied. I think I have 9 fragrances. So let's start out with this first one. This one is called Bear Lake Shake, and this one's basically just supposed to smell like a raspberry milkshake. If you know me in real life, you know I love raspberry, like anything. Raspberry chocolate, raspberry milkshakes. I just like raspberry sorbet. I love raspberry, especially like chocolate and raspberry. But when I saw they had like a raspberry milkshake fragrance, I thought I have to try this. So I'm going to dab this onto the index card and we'll see what I think. I'm not a fan of this one. To me, this raspberry note smells very artificial and medicinal, almost like you're having a raspberry flavored like medicine when you were a kid. I'm not really a fan of that. Yeah, to me it just smells like that artificial raspberry, almost like strawberry as well, kind of flavoring. Not getting any sort of like cold milkshakey vibes. It just smells like that bad artificial kids medicine smell. I'm not really a fan. So Bear Lake Shake is not for me. Next, I want to try this fragrance, which is called Vermont. This one is supposed to smell like maple syrup, lime, and like herbally, which I love maple syrup. Like, I love the smell of maple syrup. I love maple syrup on my pancakes, on my waffles. I just love maple syrup. I think it's amazing. I don't like that artificial gross stuff. No Miss Butterworths. I just like good old-fashioned maple syrup. So I was like, a scent with a maple syrup note. That's really intriguing. That's something I definitely want to try. As soon as I dabbed this onto the card, all I smelled was lime. Just like strong, almost like a key lime pie kind of note. And I don't like lime that much. So to me, this just smells like lime. I'm not getting any maple syrup. I'm not really getting very much herbally touches. It's just straight up lime. So I don't like this one at all. No. Not what I expected. I expected maple syrup with a hint of like zest from the lime. I wasn't expecting this just to be lime. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of Vermont either. Oh well. I've never been to the state though. I'm not meaning that I'm not a fan of the state of Vermont. I'm just meaning I'm not a fan of the scent Vermont by Possets. This scent, when I heard the name, I knew I had to try it, and this is called The Girls Love Vanilla. And guess what? This girl loves vanilla. So I wanted to try it, and this just has notes of vanilla and honey. Sounds like something simple, but nice, sophisticated, easy to wear, easy reach. I'm hoping that it's that when I actually try it on the card. The honey is almost giving like a boozy touch to it. It's kind of weird. There's definitely a lot of vanilla in here. There's definitely honey in here. But there is something almost boozy in here. Like boozy and bready, almost like beer. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, but I don't really like this one either. It's that weird booziness that I'm not a fan of. Again, I was expecting this, I think, to be like vanilla with a tad bit of honey. This is like a lot of honey with a little bit of vanilla. And based on the name, I was like, this is gonna be like a vanilla bomb. Like, that's what I'm looking for. This isn't really that. It's a lot of honey. And that's just not really what I'm looking for in a fragrance. So The Girls Love Vanilla, again, just isn't for me, isn't what I was expecting it to be. All right, this one I'm super excited about. This one's called Gingerbread Whorehouse, which the name kind of cracks me up. I've been looking for the perfect gingerbread scent for the past few months now. I have not found it. I just want to smell like a gingerbread cookie, like in the wintertime, you know? Like that seems amazing, especially around the holidays. Like who doesn't want to smell like a gingerbread cookie? So the notes in here are ginger, black pepper, clove, cinnamon, coriander, pink pepper. It seems like there's a lot of the spices that you would find in a gingerbread cookie. So let's give this one a try. A lot of the gingerbread scents that I have found so far are like a gingerbread cookie with like cream cheese frosting on it, and I don't want the cream cheese frosting. I just want the actual like gingerbread cookie kind of smell. Man, I really got a lot of oil on this one. Whoops. Oh, this might be exactly what I'm looking for. This just smells like a gingerbread cookie. I'm not getting that icing note that I don't want. Oh, this one smells really good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need to try this one on my skin. Dang. Ooh, that smells so good. I just can't stop smelling it. I mean, it smells like a fresh gingerbread cookie that you've just taken out of the oven. That's exactly what I was looking for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This one's really good. And what I've seen on that Indie Makeup and More subreddit, people asking about like what's the best gingerbread fragrance, this one has come up quite a bit, so I'm excited. This one smells amazing. I'm excited to try this one on my skin. And as you all know, if you've watched my videos before, by the way, the perfumes I try on my skin, those are the ones I rank at the end of the month when I do my monthly review roundups. The ones I do not try on my skin, I do not rank, because you can't really fully review and appreciate a perfume until you see how it reacts with your skin chemistry, you see how long it wears, you see how it projects, you know, etc., etc. So Gingerbread Whorehouse will definitely be in one of my monthly review roundups because it smells amazing. This is another one of the fragrances I was super excited about, and this one is called Mrs. Rabbit's Carrot Cake. So this is supposed to smell like carrot cake, and it has notes of vanilla, cake, sugar-encrusted rum-kissed currants. Like, that just sounds so nice. Golden raisins, sour cream, and ricotta frosting, or ricotta, if you're not Italian. Spun sugar, carrots, and grass. The grass note kind of gets me a little bit nervous. Everything else sounds like a very nice carrot cake. I like carrot cake. I don't love carrot cake. I feel like I like the smell of carrot cake more than I like the taste of carrot cake. So that's why I thought I may enjoy this one. There's almost something like citrusy in here. Like citrusy and berry-ish. It might be the currants and the raisins that are coming through a lot. I'm not getting like carrot cake kind of smell, because to me when I think of carrot cake, I think of like a spice cake with carrot like shards shredded like into the cake batter, and I think of like a cream cheese frosting. I'm not getting any of that. I don't think this one's for me. I think I'm just getting the currants and the raisins, and I'm not really getting anything else. I'm certainly not getting grass, which is good. I don't want to smell like grass. I don't think this smells like carrot cake, at least not to me, or the carrot cakes I've eaten and sniffed before. So for that reason, Mrs. Rabbit's Carrot Cake I don't think is a scent that I'm going to try on my skin. But if you're more into that sweet currant raisin kind of smell with a little bit of a cakey vibe, you may enjoy this one. Next up, we have Madame X. So this fragrance is supposed to have notes of musk, wax, cream, lemon zest, champagne, bitter vanilla. I love a good lemony vanilla kind of fragrance. Xerjoff Lyra is one of my all-time favorites, and that is literally the definition of like a vanilla lemon cookie, lemon pound cake gourmand kind of fragrance. So I was thinking maybe this would be kind of like a twist on that. I'm not sure, but we'll give it a try. Very waxy, very musky. I would say this is leaning feminine, but this could be unisex. Like all these other fragrances I've tried so far today, extremely feminine to me. This one could be unisex. The musk and the wax are the main accords I'm getting. I'm getting something sweet, which might be the vanilla. And yeah, there's a little bit of zest in there, so that lemon is coming through. But I don't love it. I feel like I'm more of like a gourmand, like kind of girl, and these like musky, clean, candle waxy kind of fragrances just aren't really what I go for. Like, this is pleasant, don't get me wrong. It smells nice and clean and refreshing. It seems like it'd be an easy reach. I think that lemon zest is making it smell refreshing, but this one isn't just my vibe. So Madame X, I think it's pleasant. I think it's a nice fragrance, but you have to really like musky, waxy notes in your fragrances in order to really appreciate this. And that's just not something that I found that I personally reach for and enjoy on myself. All right, next fragrance is called Reason. This one has 5 different types of vanillas in it and 3 different types of toffees in it. Like, this sounds, again, super gourmand. Sounds amazing. And it also has butter and cream. This to me just sounds like vanilla, toffee, butter, creamy dessert. Like, how am I not gonna like this? I don't know. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah. Very buttery. Very, like, a little bit nutty, I think, from that toffee. Definitely vanilla heavy. This just smells like some sort of buttery, vanilla, slightly nutty dessert. Maybe like a custard with like roasted nuts on top. This one smells good. I'm not sure if it's like blowing my mind enough that I would be like, I have to purchase this. But this is very pleasant. I do enjoy it. I want to try it on my skin. I think it smells good. So Reason, the notes, I feel like explain it very well, but it smells like a vanilla, buttery, creamy kind of dessert with a little bit of like toffee on top. It smells really good. All right, the second to last fragrance is called Sex in Heaven. So we'll see if it actually smells like heavenly sex, I guess. I don't know. So this has notes of coconut. We have 2 types of vanilla in here, both Mexican vanilla and Tahitian vanilla, and we have sandalwood. I love a good coconut vanilla kind of fragrance. So again, I'm thinking this is going to be up my alley, but we'll give it a try. Okay, so this is the kind of coconut I'm not a fan of. I feel like there's 3 types of coconut. There's your like gourmand, like coconut flakes kind of coconut. There's your sunscreeny, like beachy coconut, and then there's your very powdery coconut. This is very powdery coconut. I think it's that powdery coconut paired with the sandalwood. It's giving me more masculine vibes than what I normally go for. Again, I feel like this fragrance is unisex, maybe even leaning a little bit feminine, but the powdery coconut plus the sandalwood, it's just too much. I'm just not really a fan of that. It's too powdery, too dusty, too masculine for my liking. That sweetness of the vanilla doesn't come through enough for me to be able to overcome that. So for that reason, this fragrance is not for me either. All right, and last but not least, we have Pippin Pie. This seems like it's supposed to smell like an apple pie. We have notes of tart apples, buttery pastry, sugar, and spice. I love apple pie. I love eating apple pie. I love the smell of apple pie. I like making apple pie. I just love apple pie. It's probably my favorite pie. If I had to choose a favorite pie, apple pie is probably my favorite. So I would love to smell like my favorite pie. I love apple pie. So let's give this one a try and see what I think. I don't want this one to smell like Kirkland Home. A lot of these apple pie fragrances, they don't actually smell like an edible apple pie. They almost smell like an apple cinnamon candle that you would smell at Kirkland Home. Very specific memory, but that's what I get from some of these sometimes. So I'm hoping this one isn't like that. Off the bat, I'm not getting that Kirkland Home vibe, thank God. So this, yeah, it's definitely a juicy apple. I wouldn't call it tart, but I wouldn't call it like sickeningly sweet apple. It's just a fresh, juicy apple. There's definitely some sweetness in there. I'd be curious to see how this dries down on skin. Like, does that more buttery pastry, do those notes come out in the base and the apple kind of like fades away? Like, is the apple more intense in the opening? That's really what I want to know. But so far, this seems pretty promising. Again, am I getting like apple pie vibes? No, I'm not getting a lot of spices thus far. I want to smell cinnamon. I want to smell clove. I want to smell like those normal fall apple pie spices. I'm not really getting that. Again, maybe those will emerge more in the base. I'm not sure. But because this has promise and because I am on the quest to smell like an apple pie, I will give this one a try on my skin. I'm not convinced that this is going to be the right one for me, but I think we might be getting a little bit closer to what I'm looking for. So yeah, Pippin Pie, I think it's pretty good. But the real test we'll see once, the real test will be once I have it on my skin and wear it all day and see if it has a lasting power, see how it reacts to my skin chemistry, all that stuff. So that is it for my Possets review. Overall, out of the 9 fragrances, 3 I will be trying on my skin, and those are Reason, Gingerbread Whorehouse, and Pippin Pie. So that's good. A third is not bad, and then 6 of the fragrances just aren't for me for one reason or another, but that's okay. I'm a little bit picky when it comes to fragrances. Things give me headaches kind of easily, and that's also why I purchase like sample sets like this, so I can hone my nose, see what I like, see if I like the brand's vibe, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'd say 3 is pretty darn good. So that is it for today's video. If you like the video, please like the video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps me know what kinds of content you enjoy seeing on my channel. If you like me, please subscribe. I'd love to have you all here. Normally I post about 2 to 3 videos per week. And if you have anything to comment down below about any of these fragrances, the Possets, Indie Fragrance House, any fragrance recommendations, anything like that, let me know. I'd love to hear from you all. And that is it for today's video. Thank you for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye!